Hey guys, so welcome to the JB's Nature Walk. I know it's been a while since I made a video and posted it on YouTube, but I took a nice break from the video production. I've still been taking pictures every week, and I have something new for you guys. So this beauty here is a white-throated sparrow. Um, I went to Oregon Ridge Park. It's in Baltimore County, Maryland. It's a very, very beautiful park. It feels like a magical place to me because every time I go there, there's always a takeaway lesson and just an awe feeling I have inside. Um, the bird life is quite abundant at this park. I know it's in wintertime, but there's a lot of bird life. Every time I go there, there's a whole bunch of birds. Um, sparrows, like Whitethroated Sparrows, Woodpeckers, um, the vultures was my main attraction. Hawks, eagles, all that stuff is here, guys. And I guess for my other videos, I also photographed a fox there. But yep, so I went here last week and I photographed these beautiful white-throated sparrows. I think this is a young one because you see that little part over the eye. It's like I'm not sure what part I can describe that. Like an eye stripe, right? It's actually more apparent when they're older. And I had some pictures of the full adult ones. You'll see in a few images. But yeah, these guys love the thick thorn bushes, and really just they camouflage with the barks and twigs of the bushes. So they love those areas to hide. And I think they eat some of I don't know, there's some type of fruit or nuts or something from those plants. I think I saw some in there. Um, I saw quite a few berries and stuff out in these bushes, which is interesting. Yeah, I think this is a different one. It's the same species, white-throated sparrow, really cool bird. I've been enjoying playing with my 150 to 600 millimeter lens, so it's extremely hard to photograph small songbirds like this guy. But the lens allows me to photograph these birds from afar by also giving me close-up images and just to keep a safe distance from the birds so I'm not scaring them in their natural habitat. So the lens does an amazing job, allowing me to just capture what I see on my nature walks. And yeah, I love it so far. I love the very good detail and sharp focus and the lighting. Um, it was around 20 degrees outside, so it was extremely cold, but I stayed out for about an hour. Um, it was long enough for me. But the park isn't even that far from me. It's like a 20-minute commute for me from my home. So, it's like, well, it's not a bad commute. I can just drive there whenever. And like I say, every time I go there, it's nice. I always see something. I never leave empty-handed. I went yesterday. I got some good stuff that you guys will see in the next video. I got more stuff yesterday than the last week. So it's gonna be really interesting. I'll show you guys. But yeah. And this beauty here is an immature hairy woodpecker. I don't know if you can correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but hairy woodpeckers and downy woodpeckers look quite similar. But I will say this: the hairy woodpecker, I believe, is a little bigger than the downy. From a distance, it looked quite big. So I'm just going to assume that this is a hairy woodpecker. Um, but if you guys think I'm wrong, correct me on that, guys, please. But I'm just saying my gut feeling is telling me it's a hairy woodpecker. It was quite big. But this is not a full adult. This is a juvenile, well, immature. It's almost a mature one, but not quite yet. And I was actually able to film this woodpecker, this hairy woodpecker, pecking this tree bark. It was really cool. I'm starting to experiment with my video editing skills. Um, if I see an opportunity, I will film. You know, if I feel the animal will allow me to get close enough and to sit there long enough for me to get my tripod ready and put my camera on the tripod and to shoot, then I will take advantage of the opportunity. This was really cool to get some nice shots. I can tell it's definitely sunbathing too because it was like always in the sunlight, staying warm, getting energy so it can fly around and do what it needs to do. And I guess this is like the start of the breeding season because it's trying to make a hole in that bark so it can. They also do that to get like grubs and worms that's inside the tree. So, but since this beginning of the year, I'm thinking they're working on getting the nesting sites ready and also looking for food too. But I'll say the nesting sites because they had to do all that pecking just to open up a hole. That's a lot of work. Woodpeckers are hard-working birds, man. Sheesh, it's not easy being a woodpecker, right? Um, but yeah, it was so cool to just observe it from afar, and I can still see the details I need to see in the pictures. Like, it was quite far, but I still like the images regardless. You definitely have to use intuition in terms of approaching animals, especially birds, because they fly away so easily. But don't approach them so fast. Just take it easy and slow. Like, just walk very slowly. Don't try to make any sounds on the forest floor as you walk and approach the bird. But what I've learned is I need to have my camera on my tripod once I get out that car. Like, I need to have all that set up because you just never know what opportunity will present itself. And instead of me just sitting at the tripod, I should have just had the camera on the tripod already and just walk around. And for her, that's even better because I can put my hands in my pocket when it's this freezing outside instead of having my hands exposed to the air. Just put the camera on the tripod and just wait and see what happens. And then if something does happen, I can just get my camera and tripod, just point and shoot, and that's it. So that's a little learning lesson. You live and learn as you go on your nature walks. Learn from nature. Learn why you missed the opportunity that you were presented, and that is what life is. The woodpeckers, if you see a woodpecker pecking a bark of a tree or something like that, think about opportunities or new or future opportunities are knocking at your doorstep, basically. So that's the symbolic meaning of if you hear a woodpecker pecking wood, or when you actually see it pecking the wood of a tree bark, or if you're photographing it or filming. And I'm guessing in my case, yes, opportunities, present, future, or probably basically knocking at my doorstep. I just have to keep an eye out for them, but also put in some work to work towards those goals or opportunities that I do want to pursue. So the woodpecker is saying, yes, opportunities will come. We're knocking at your door, but you also got to put in some work now. And the woodpecker is a hard worker, so it definitely encourages the recipient of his knowledge to don't don't just wait for. It's like law of attraction. Like, law of attraction is real. Like, it's absolute truth, right? But you can't just wait for something to come to you. You have to put in the work to actually attain what you want. Nothing's just going to come to you. Now, some things do, but usually you have to put in some work in the beginning. So that's what the woodpecker is basically telling me. At least that's what that's how I interpreted it when I saw the woodpecker. That's what I was thinking about. It's different for each person. Like, whatever you think the woodpecker is telling you, then that's something you need to work on. Or just be more mindful and aware of, be cognizant of. But yeah, it was really cool. There is opportunity, no matter what season it is. Like, even if a dead tree, like, woodpeckers will take advantage of any resource, any opportunity. Like I said, they love dead trees, and they'll also peck a hole inside that and live inside of it. So it does not overlook anything, guys. This tree here is a live tree. It's not a dead tree, but I'm just saying that if you've seen woodpeckers, packing wood, they will take advantage of anything. Anything that's around them, they'll take advantage of. And anything can be an opportunity. It's not so much something that's going to be landed on a silver platter right to you. Sometimes you have to go looking for opportunities. And you don't have to chase anything, but just keep an eye out for certain things. Maybe you might have overlooked. And you never know, it might be a family member that have told you something and they thought it was a good opportunity for you to learn something, or a friend, and you might have overlooked it. But think about what they said, and it's like, you know what, maybe this is a great opportunity for me. Just even though you might not had initial interest in it, but you might see it that it can help you grow in life later on. So just stuff like that. I know it's a lot of rambling, but like when I'm on my nature walks, I don't want to say I have deep conversation with these animals. I mean, I do talk to animals, but it's like more of a introspection type of conversation. Like when you have this animal encounter, what things are you learning from this animal? What things is this animal telling you about yourself, or about the things that's going on in your life? What do you need to improve on? What do you need to add more value into your life? Those type of conversations. You basically talking to yourself, but seeing the animal is reflecting what's inside you that you need to address. If that makes sense to you guys. But those are the type of conversations I have for myself. So yeah. Some animals do communicate to us, and technically you can talk to animals. You know, there's different ways of doing that, but you have to be creative and be open to receiving. I know a lot of us don't really be open to receiving things, but that's the only way how you can communicate to what's around you. So this right here is I actually filmed the same woodpecker you saw earlier. It's really cool to be able to capture this, and you know, you see it was doing that. It looked like it was drinking something. It might be some, I don't know if it's maybe some syrup or something. There's some trees that have syrup, but I don't. Maybe this specific tree doesn't have it. It looks like there's something inside that bark. It's feeding on something, right? I just realized that until now just by watching this. Um, you see how diligent this woodpecker is pecking the wood. It's actually making progress. I'm seeing holes, many holes right there. So I think it's preparing for a nesting site. You know, beginning before spring arrives. You know, it's got to put in the work. And that's what I'm talking about. In order to manifest what you want, you got to put in that work first. So you put the work in first, then you reap the rewards down the line. And I think a woodpecker is a great animal to them to have, a spirit animal, whatever it is for you. Um, but yeah, I've had a lot of woodpeckers telling me different things over the years. Um, so I might have some opportunities and maybe projects or things to work on in the future, or I can do right now to prepare for at least receiving manifestation and fruition later down the line. Hey, look how diligent this thing is. It's working, man. It's working on something, guys. You know, I'm curious to see what this is going to do and what is the result. And I guess a few months actually. You know, I know we're almost approaching February, so yeah, spring is coming soon. Give it a couple months. So this is what I was talking about, guys. This is the white-throated sparrow, but this is the adult form. So you see that yellowish patch over the eye stripe. This is what I'm talking about. Like, I love the bright yellow eye stripe there. It's really gorgeous, really distinctive. It really stands out. And I love the red around it. It's perching on a red branch. It's thick thorn bushes. And I think that's how it feels protected, because there's not too many animals that's going to approach it because of that. They love those thick thorn bushes. That's the one thing I've noticed. And they stay on those. So I think it's a safety measure on their part. Yeah. Yeah, so I've maybe photographed these birds and the woodpecker you saw earlier. And yeah, it was bitter freezing, but it was well worth it. It was worth the 20-minute commute, you know, from my home. And I definitely will come here again and again and see what else I can get. You know, I've always had a lot of great experiences coming to Oregon Ridge. Even the people were nice. The people were nice, very friendly. I love the frogs in spring and summertime. Like the frogs are amazing. I get most of my frog pictures here, guys. I got some frog pictures at Crummer Valley Park too, but I love the frogs at Oregon Ridge because you get so close. And with my micro lens, I get super close. Like great detail. I love my frogs, guys. And they got snakes in there too, and all that frogs and stuff, turtles, all that good stuff in there. I'm definitely looking forward to when it warms up, like spring and summer arrives. That's gonna be amazing. Once we're getting some more frog pictures and whatever else I can find. Yeah, so and it's just another shot. The head is positioned differently here. And I think in this one you can see the chin a little bit better. The little white, almost looks like a little bib a little bit. You know, like you put a bib on you about to eat. Yeah, it looks like that. That's why they call it the white-throated sparrow, because the white throat is quite distinctive. And I like that little thin stripe between the black parts of his forehead. I love that. That's really nice. And I think it was black so it can it absorbs the sunlight so it doesn't blind it. And you see that little eye stripe horizontally, the black eye stripe. It also protects the eyes and the sun from the sun glare and all that. It absorbs the sunlight basically. So yeah. Yep. So this is my first time actually photographing white-throated sparrows. But like I said, with this new lens, I'm seeing different songbirds, and I'm noticing different things. Like this lens is allowing me to be more aware and observant of my surroundings, from the littlest things to the biggest things, from the songbirds to the largest birds, such as vultures and hawks and eagles, all that stuff. So yeah, white-throated sparrows they're tough birds. They're always in flocks. They're always together. I rarely see them by themselves. They're all about the community. They look out for one another. They communicate often. I hear them, like when I'm approaching, they communicate to each other. So they got a good community, and family-oriented type of birds. Um, yeah. So yeah, they know how to survive winter easily. Like they thrive, and amongst adversity and harsh weather conditions. And this is the last image, guys. This is a eastern gray squirrel. Not the best image, but in terms of winter, it's extremely hard to get close to a lot of animals. So I did my best, but I'm glad I got something. Like, you know what I mean? I'm glad I got something, and I feel like it was a successful day. Just an hour outside, I got all this. So I think that's impressive, like, in my opinion, because it didn't have to happen like this. And I didn't think I was able to film anything either, like filming something. So you gotta be kidding me. And it was like 19 degrees outside. I was like, man, but I surprised myself, and that's what it's really about, surprising yourself and then seeing what you can get. Going from there, basically. But yeah. Yeah, the squirrels are actually quite abundant there. But not quite as abundant like in Rock Creek Park, where I'll be going with my mate Brian, looking for the coyotes, like the last video I posted for you guys. There's like all the squirrels there are just in the forest. They're not even on the open area. But a lot of them don't even come to the ground because coyotes eat squirrels. So when they're in this area, I don't think there's probably coyotes there too. I just haven't seen them. But I'm pretty sure they're there, but maybe there's not as apparent there than, in some areas. But the foxes are there for sure at this park. But yeah, at this point, coyotes are everywhere. You can't really discredit anything. They're everywhere. But these squirrels are quite comfortable being on the ground. So I've noticed those type of stuff because from my experience with coyotes, if they're in the area, you don't see a lot of squirrels on the ground. So that is my observation. All right, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this episode of the JV's Nature Walk. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Buy my books, buy my prints, and links below the description. Donate also to support me in what I do. Um, yeah, that's it, guys. I'm glad I'm posting something for you guys to watch. So you guys can hear from me and see how I'm doing. I'm doing good, and I continue to get some more content for you guys. Good images, get some good videos, all the good stuff. Yeah, I guess that's it, guys. I'll definitely have something posted. I don't know next week because yesterday I took a lot of pictures. It's gonna be rough for me to edit those pictures. So maybe the next week I might not I might not have a video for you guys, but at least this week I will give you something. But just to give you guys a heads up on that. All right, guys. I'll see you soon. All right, take care, guys. Bye.